Y'all ready for this? Decade. We're picking decade. We're picking decade. We did it. All right, so it's the big three, the ones that started out picking these little filmaroonies. I don't know if you've ever heard what a film is. It's a series of pictures that move.
Okay.
Are you a fan, Evan? Have you heard of this new technology? We got six films, 3 matchups. And we got me and Evan, of course. Me and the Slurpee King, as you expected. But we also picked up one more. MinionBaby's back.
Hello.
Yeah, and Josh, I'll let you go first. The first matchup we have here is Coco versus Nice Guys, or The Nice Guys. What is going to be your decision, Joshua?
Well, let me start by saying I love both of these movies. These are both movies that I would and have rewatched, which I don't often rewatch stuff, so I really like both of them a lot, but personally, I'm definitely going to have to go with Coco. I think it's a great movie. Yeah, as good as Nice Guys is, I just feel like Coco's more important to me. I feel more emotionally involved with it, so definitely Coco.
Dope. And Evan's pointed at himself. He wants the ball.
Well, just because I know I'm going...
Game on the line.
Because I know I'm going the other way, because I do also love these two. I think they're really great. Nice Guys, I think, is really one of my favorites of the decade. While Coco's like, I don't know, like the 3rd or 4th Pixar movie, depending on what they were. I can't remember.
Of the decade?
Of the decade. But
you're talking about Toy Story 3, Inside Out.
I really love Inside Out. There's probably another one, but I don't...
It was a good decade for Pixar.
Yeah, no.
Cars 2 and the dinosaur.
I don't know. Well, I really love Coco, but just Nice Guys, I think, just has everything working for it in a different way. I guess it's just what you prefer.
Y'all are putting me in a difficult spot. Because
Sorry, hey.
Yeah. Okay, if I had to pick, the difficulty here is these movies are very close for me. I think numerically, score-wise, I think I'd go like low 9, high 8 for Nice Guys and Coco. So they're in the same realm. Yeah. The problem is, I go back to what Josh is talking about, where Coco does have a little bit more significance for the decade.
Okay.
And I think that's the difficulty in the decision. I will say, I think I'm just going to go with my gut. I've watched Coco 4 times. I've watched The Nice Guys twice. I love both, as both you two have mentioned. But I think I'm going to go with Coco because I just like to see Coco. I think Coco has like a stronger... it's a force.
Interesting. What won best comedy of the decade?
The What We Do in the Shadows.
Oh, that's a pretty good movie. But
fair.
Nice Guys just... There's not a ton of good comedies out. That's one of the funniest.
I forget what happened. Were you on the comedy episode or not?
I don't think so.
Okay. I think someone really pulled hard for Booksmart.
Really?
And me and Gavin forgot to talk beforehand and be like, oh, hey, Nice Guys is really good.
Yeah.
Because, you're right. It's one of the better comedies. But Coco is victorious.
I did tear up in Coco, so I get the more emotional connection.
Didn't we all?
Tear up, guys.
It was a touching movie. No.
No, but we'll move on to the second matchup, and we'll let Evan go first here.
Ooh.
Oh, we got this is going to be an easy one for 2 of y'all. We got Prisoners versus Infinity War, Denis Villeneuve versus the two Russo brothers.
I mean, I love Infinity War, but most of the Marvel movies kind of slowly, not like to a bad level, but kind of go down a little bit. And then Prisoners I haven't seen it in a little bit, but every time I've seen it, I've thought like not at least 9, maybe 10. One of my favorite movies. So obviously, Prisoners.
Yeah, this is, as I mentioned, it's tougher like for me.
Yeah,
so
I know you love Infinity War.
Because I really do. Like, I remember walking out of Infinity War like the first time I saw it, and like even the third time, because I think I saw it like 3 times in the theater the opening weekend or something crazy like that. And I think I will agree with you. after the first couple times, there's less of an appreciation for what Marvel does. It's just inherently like that with a couple blockbusters. Whereas Prisoner sticks in your mind. However, I'm still going to go with Infinity War just for that satisfaction of that initial viewing. But tied up, Ball in MinionBaby's court, what's he going to do?
Yeah, I'm definitely going Prisoners, no question.
Yeah.
First of all, I picked it as my top 2013 movie, so...
You did, yeah. So I was wondering if you did.
It would be odd if I then picked a Marvel movie over it.
Well, you didn't have Infinity War to pick from for your top 2013, you know?
Well, even if I did, hey.
But I'm trying to think, what would have been the MCU movie of 2013?
I mean, Josh, Infinity War was your favorite movie.
Tron, like 2013 or something.
Probably. It's crazy how fast the MCU has gone. So probably was, but that feels like ages ago.
It does. But yeah, no, Josh, you solidify it. Villeneuve with 2 films going into round of 32 so far.
There we go.
He's going to be a force. Unfortunately, we already talked about this when us 3 were on. He got that unfortunate matchup against himself, the Blade Runner at Sicario, but not a man to be trifled with in this tourney. And then the last one, Evan did a little bit of research beforehand. I guess. Do you want me to let you go first since it's fresh in your mind, or?
Oh, you can if you want.
Okay, so the 2 picks we have are Black Swan and Burning. 2 thrillers, 2 very interesting films. Evan's just watched Burning. He's fresh off it. Evan, where would you side with these 2?
I think this is better than like the last 2 we've done because these actually are similar movies. Could match up well.
You could put them in, like, if someone was asking you for a type of movie.
Yeah.
If you're like, okay, I want to see a movie. Here's Nice Guys and Coco. It'd be like, yeah, I mean, they're both fun, but are they
R-rated comedy?
Yeah, family friendly music. Yeah.
But with these 2, I just saw Burning, and I'm probably gonna go Burning just because I really love the color scheme. At first, I liked the main character, but he really won me over with kind of. I think it's pretty intricate. Like Josh was saying, it's a very mood movie. I really enjoyed it. So I'll probably put that up number 1.
Yeah. Okay. This is interesting. I thought this was going to be really close. I don't remember what Josh has to say about Black Swan. To be clear, I love Black Swan. I think it's a really interesting movie. It's a really fun discussion piece. I think the issue that I give a little less credit for Black Swan is that it's so heavy. For me, at least, I saw Perfect Blue before, and you know, it's fine for an artist to like borrow stuff. And Aronofsky has been upfront about that. He's not one of those people that just stole an idea. But because I saw those ideas that were fresh to so many other people, I think it isn't as creative as Burning was. And I agree with you. The first hour of Burning, I was like, I don't know if I was even saying, I don't know if I like this movie. And then it slowly just like attached to me. And I was like, oh my God, this is brilliant what it's doing.
Yeah, I just felt a tenseness the whole movie. So I always thought there's something coming. That kind of like drawed me through the whole movie. Like I was never bored because I was always waiting for the shoe to drop.
For sure. But yeah, there's going to be 2 Burnings. Josh, what would you have picked?
Well, you relieved me of the tension. I was actually just telling Evan that I was telling him, until the moment comes, I actually don't know which one I'm going to pick between the 2.
I didn't know either.
Yeah, I love both of them. I love Burning and I loved Black Swan. So now, since both of you picked Burning, I'll go Black Swan just to give it a vote. But yeah, I think they're both. I really don't know which one I like more. To be fair, I think maybe I was leaning a little bit more towards Burning, but I think that's also because I've seen it way more recently.
That could be a big factor.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen Black Swan, but yeah. But anyways, I agree. I think this matchup is super interesting. The movies are really similar, but they also feel very different. They try to accomplish something similar, but in super different, stylistically at least, different ways.
For sure.
But yeah, I mean, Burning is amazing, and you guys know that I have this weird thing where I care deeply about how, like, probably too much about the aesthetics of every movie I watch. And given that Black Swan is from 2010 and Burning is more recent, it just looks better too.
Yeah, that's probably true.
I know
I loved all this.
Yeah. Well, I'd even say that Black Swan has like a purposeful. Aronofsky has this neat thing he does that not everybody likes, where he puts like this grit filter or like gristle, like this gross filter on it to show something like wrestling or ballet. Whereas like every shot in Burning, I talked about this in the Foreign Film Friday video essay I did. Every shot in Burning looks so good.
Definitely, yeah. It's visually it's stunning, yeah.
Yeah, so but that's gonna do it.
Sweet.
Very nice. Okay. So we got. Oh wait, I actually forget the director of Coco, so bear with me because we got Villeneuve.
Yes.
We got Lee Chang-dong, and then we got Lee Unkrich. Lee Unkrich coming in. I think that was his first. No, sorry, he directed Toy Story 3 before doing this. Yeah. Yeah, really interested to see what he does in the future with Pixar. But yep, those are going to be our 3. So we're going to move on to recommends for the week. These can be books, games, movies, a person. You know, Josh just wants to recommend Betty White every single week, and we tell him not to, but it's okay. But do y'all need me to come up with something first, or do y'all have one?
I can go.
Okay, go for it, Josh.
Well, I actually will, in traditional fashion, recommend a book. It's a book I recently read, and I really, really loved it. It's called A Pale View of Hills by this author named Kazuo Ishiguro, who you may have heard of before because he won the Nobel Prize. But Ishiguro is very interesting because he was born in Japan, but then he moved to Britain when he was 5, and so he writes his books in English. So he has this weird sort of like cross-cultural view of the world. And anyways, A Pale View of Hills is an amazing book. It's short, it's interesting, and actually, I'd say it's a good companion book to a movie like Burning. So that's what I'll recommend. Yeah.
Very nice. Giving the listener something palpable.
There we go.
Those tense movies. Evan, do you have one?
I guess I'll just recommend the fairly short animated things I watched, both from Cartoon Network. There's just it's kind of a sci-fi show called Infinity Train. They just released the 2nd season, which I thought was really interesting because it had a different main character that was kind of similar. I just thought it was really interesting what they're doing. It's kind of like if you like Over the Garden Wall or Gravity Falls or that kind of cartoon stuff, I think you'd enjoy that. And then Primal, the newest Samurai Jack kind of guy who does all that, kind of his animation style, but on kind of a prehistoric dinosaur. And both of those are very short, very interesting, very well animated. So yeah, if anybody's interested in that,
it's really. I could have sworn I was going to let you go first because I could have sworn you were taking this. I thought you were going to do. Oh, I guess we're bearing the lead a little bit here. We are releasing this later. But we got BoJack talk coming up.
Oh yeah, that's true. I just didn't mention.
I'll just throw that out like before the episode. BoJack's a really good series. Me and Evan are going to talk about it more if they sort of stuck the landing.
Yeah.
Was it the 6th season?
Yes.
Yeah.
Second half of the 6th.
It's a really, really watchable show. One of the best parts about it is the amount of jokes that are in it. It's very similar to Lego Movie, where like you can. Well, even more so than Lego Movie, one of the things that BoJack does well is they hide little jokes in the background, just wordplay jokes. That if you pause, you can read like 8 different jokes they very clearly didn't have to spend time on. But it's one of the things that like really makes that world feel even more lived in to me. But yeah, really, really interesting show. The one I was going to mention up is a 1974 film that was on Mubi for a little bit. It's off now. It's called Score. All I can say is I went into it. It was basically like pitched as like 2 swingers. I thought it was like a swingers movie, and I was like, I don't know. But like the more I watched it, it's like the most unsalacious pornographic movie, if that makes it. I don't know. It's really oddly filmed. It's nothing like I've seen before. And I just walk away being like, I don't know what to make of this, but I really enjoyed it. And I think more people could check it out. I'm not saying this like, I found all these cool. It was on Mubi, so like they're the ones that showed me it. But yeah, I think it has like less than 1,000 views. So
Wow.
if people want to check it out, it's pretty interesting. But that's going to do it for our show. If you want to support Josh, read a book.
Yeah, do it.
And if you want to check out the rest of our stuff, you can find us on Twitter at allthatfilmpod. You can email us. You can email us with questions at allthatfilm1@gmail.com. If you want to check out the up-to-date tournament bracket, you can do so at allthatfilmpodcast.wordpress.com. And that'll do it for an episode. See ya.